Hello everyone, I'm back. I'm so sorry it's taken so long. I had to go get some cigarettes.
Siggy Bop's up there now. You got a Siggy Bop brain.
But look at the bright side, I at least came back unlike most fathers. In today's video, I want to talk about a couple theories I have for the new heroes in Year 9, as well as talk about the amazing quality of life changes as well improvements to the game that are going to be happening in Year 9 from the release of the newest trailer. My big guess on the new Outlander hero is going to be Tom and Jerry, the Two Musketeers. That's what it's going to be based off. Okay, I'm just kidding, but I do have a point to this. When looking at one of the shadows in the original reveal of the two heroes, the design of how the character is thrusting does look like a typical rapier thrust. That's why I kind of suggest that idea. As well, we don't really have a rapier hero, and there has been a couple of bits of hype already, coming from that. If you haven't watched it already as well, Slenderist made a really good video about how to make a rapier hero with all the movesets and what they could obviously play like and what they could do with their weapon. So if you haven't already, I would highly recommend watch it. Even if it isn't a rapier hero at the end of the day, it's still an interesting video to go watch. So I think maybe Ubisoft could have seen that and have taken a lot of inspiration to make that hero. And it's also probably a lot more easier than some other hero designs because the community already has done half the work, as well as probably it's not that hard to make the armor. My other theory is that the hero could possibly be an earlier or even a later Portugal warrior. The reason why I suggest this is because one of the shadows that we get to see in the newer trailer has kind of like a tough maybe helmet wise, and you can actually hear like more metal clanking, so we know it's a hero with full-on metal. So even with the early examples of Portugal warriors, they have their very unique and big helmets, especially with their ornaments, so that's why I was thinking that. Especially if we go back to the earlier Portugal warriors, I was thinking that the actual helmet could not even be a helmet at all. It could actually just be a hat with a large feather. So that's what I was thinking. And what weapon they could use, they could probably still use a rapier or a different sort of weapon. I'm not too sure on that yet, but the theory is there though. If we take a look at the seasons and where the Outlander hero is, here's an interesting idea. In Season 1 we have the first section being Knights, and then Samurai, then obviously the Outlanders, and then it goes back to Samurai again. If it is a Portugal warrior, this could be more like a reference between the trade agreement as well as the short alliance that the Japanese and the Portugal had, because they traded many things. Samurai would take their guns as well as look at their armor and make their own armor called Nanban, and have the theming around their armor and changing their own style. So it could obviously be a hint or maybe even a reference to that possibly, or it could just be a weird coincidence. I'm not too sure just yet. As for the new Wulin hero, I just wanted to say congratulations Wulin, you finally get another hero since Zunhu, so you guys can stop drinking and being depressed now. Let's go Wulin. Besides that, who would I think the Wulin hero could be? I would personally either prefer two things. One, a hero that's centered around Lu Bu. At least, like, come on, Lu Bu is one of the most famous Chinese warriors who is absolutely interesting. They already have Monkey King out there, so come on, Lu Bu, let's do it. The only other hero I would suggest could be a really good idea for the Wulin would be a Thai boxer in a way, but that would be kind of hard to do, but I think Ubisoft can do it. They literally made Sohei, which uses multiple different weapons, so it's not beneath them. I'm pretty sure they can do it. Other than that, so far I don't have too much evidence or theories behind the Chinese warrior. When taking a look at smaller details in the trailer, I noticed on the new Dominion map that they're going to be releasing, which is a remake of a previous map, you can see a pirate flag off in the distance. And due to the way that it looks and shaped, I believe it could be a reference to Blackbeard, possibly being a hero skin for pirate. That's all I really have. Do I think that the pirate flag could be a reference to one of the new heroes? Personally, I don't think so. I think it might just be a small hint to a hero skin that'll be coming. Other than that, I'm not too sure. Personally, I don't know really where to start with the newest trailer and all of its goodies revealed. This has been a spectacular surprise for myself, and I hope as well for everyone else. All I'll say is that the actual trailer itself was absolutely beautiful, and I found it really funny, especially with Domini. Like, Domini is just hilarious. He's no Fujikiyo, but I will accept him as a secondary favorite character, alright? And that's all. I think the things I really want to talk about is the customizing your body pieces so you can actually change the materials on them and add more materials on there. That has been a thing that I've always suggested and had ideas for, and now we're finally getting it. That is actually going to make fashion absolutely crazy, and I can't wait to see what everyone else makes. The first thing I'm going to be making is Genichiro Ashina from Sekiro, because I can finally make him, and I can't wait. Another amazing thing for fashion is a big win for us is that we're getting 9 armor slots. Instead of 3, we're getting 9. Oh my god, this is the best thing that's ever happened to For Honor. I don't care about heroes being updated to be better. I don't care about new maps. This is one of the best changes. I'm going to die on that hill. Having more customization options is the best thing for For Honor, because For Honor excels at customization. That's the one thing that For Honor has down-packed lock, and more options to actually customize and add more features just makes this game even better. I know it always will have its problems, but this is some of the best things ever. An interesting detail is that they're going to be upping the rep cap instead of to 80 is now to 90. Personally, this doesn't bother me. I haven't even got my characters to rep 80 yet, so more levels for me, I guess. So this is pretty cool. Personally, I wouldn't mind if they either capped it at 100, possibly, or what they could do is you caps at 100, but then you restart from the bottom, and it's like a prestige thing. Like, you can have your characters like flower thing around like the thing, maybe be like silver, bronze, gold, and then the last tier you could ever get is maybe like, I don't know, to represent diamond or something. That could be an idea, but they don't have to do that. I'm happy with them just slowly increasing the rep cap. That's fine with me. Testing grounds is testing grounds. Hero, fests at hero fests. One interesting thing that they do have on the banner is new armor. I'm actually, with what they've been adding and what they're promising so far with this year, I kind of 80% believe that it's actually going to be new armor, not armor variants. But it's a possibility. I wouldn't die on it. It does say new armor and weapon variants, so take that with a grain of salt, but I really do think if they did add new armor, it would just make this season probably not this season, this year would make this year probably one of the best years that we've had in For Honor for a very long time. So that's what I believe, at least. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this.
Flight meat's back on the menu, boys!
One cool thing I do want to mention, because I've been talking about it a lot before Year 9 even started, that I believe the Knights should be taken out of the year, and we should have had the other factions have more content, because last year the Knights got 2 hero skins, and then they basically took over the last section of the Vikings and took another 2 hero skins for themselves. So I believe that they got too much content which shouldn't have went to them, and we should take them out for the next year. Ubisoft has somewhat kind of done that in a strange way, like still have one section themed around Knights and then the other section just taken up by Samurai. Personally, look, I love the Samurai to 100 bits, but I personally do think that the Vikings kind of got shafted again. I wanted the Vikings probably to come back in this year because they missed out on so much content last year. So I kind of feel a bit bad for them. But maybe the reason why we got another extra bit of Samurai content is because we won the faction war, if you forgot about that, because we're amazing. On that same note, please join the Samurai to win the faction war again. With the theories of the new heroes, there's not too much to really go off. It's kind of still vague and up in the air. They haven't really thrown me too much hints or really a bone. As well, I've been hiding in their walls and I think they're looking for me, so I haven't got too much juicy content just yet. Besides that, please tell me what your thoughts are on the new season as well as what you think the new heroes could be. As well, I'll see you next time, and please don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps out the channel. As well, a bigger video is coming out soon. I am very sorry that it's taking so long. My deepest apologies.